Wrestling fans around the world, it's your WCC's review on the final resolution of TNA Impact, or shall we call it Impact TNA, or TNA Impact Wrestling.com / I don't care, but at the same time we do care because it is wrestling. Coming to you live and direct from Los Angeles, California, el más guapo de todo el mundo, EL.CIBERNETICO. Yes, I said it. And of course, the big homie, of course, all the way, coming to you from the Big D, the Big Red Machine, Mr. Brian Jones.
What's good?
Also joining us tonight, the manager to the superstars, the guy who claims to be the biggest pervert in all of WCC, Mr. Paul Martin.
Hello.
And put your pants back on. Gentlemen, in case you guys missed it, let's start off our little review here. James Storm comes out, starts bitching, as always. Oh, man, Kaz did call him out on that. Starts bitching and saying, hey, you know what, I'm free tonight. I feel like fighting. So what happens? Because Aaron comes out and says, hey, seems to me you look like Toby Keith. Why don't you put that shit back aside? Stop crying about how all these people are screwing you over and this and that. He says, oh, yeah. Storm says, oh, yeah, well, hey, guess what, Kaz? How about I take you on tonight? So then we had a, prompt match, Kaz versus Storm, which I believe was probably the match of the night. This match went about a good 10 minutes, but damn, it was exciting. See, now this is what I'm talking about, gentlemen, what TNA needs. This is something that they really do need because this match was actually exciting. Not only was it exciting, they won all out. Kaz, as always, he could sell a match. Storm, he's great at everything he does so far. Right now, James Storm, he's on a roll. Technically, he's like the people's champ right now. I've been saying that for a while about James Storm, and honestly, this guy kicks ass. Let's start with Kaz real quick. Brian, what you think about Kaz? I mean, like, when you see Kaz, like, what comes to your mind?
You know what? I've always liked Kaz. I think he's, he has damn good ring ability. I like him, and he's gotten way better on the mic than he used to be.
Right. Exactly. Same thing with James Storm. I mean, this guy, they both have improved to me, for the past few months. Actually, not just months, actually years. They actually have improved, really, strong. I do see Kaz in the near future even being a main eventer. This, like I said before, guys, I mean, this match was fucking awesome. If you guys haven't seen it, WCC, if you haven't seen it, I do recommend you guys to check it out. If I find it on YouTube, trust me, I will be posting it on the wall. But up next, oh, by the way, James Storm did win this match with a super kick. Ended up knocking the hell out of Kaz. James Storm over Kaz. Up next, we also had, for the X Division title, of course, my boy, Kenny King, challenger, going against Rob Van Dam. What you guys think about this?
Man, that match was good. I mean, Kenny King impressed me in that match for real against RVD.
Definitely, dude. Definitely.
Man, Oh, go ahead.
Oh, wait, definitely. I mean, this Kenny King, I mean, ever since he actually joined the Ring of Honor and broke out, the whole controversy what's been going on with him in Ring of Honor, how he, I guess didn't show up to one of their tapings or something like that, or basically he'd rather go show up at Impact instead of Ring of Honor. That whole controversy bullshit. But ever since the whole jump, I guess you could call it, Kenny King has been very impressive. Man, I'll say this. Up in the E, I'd rather have Kenny King instead of Kofi. And yes, I said it again. Kenny King instead of Kofi. What you guys think about that?
I would agree that I would pick him any day over Kofi because he botches too much and stuff. Plus, he's just a cartoon buffoon.
Wait, who's the cartoon, Kenny or Kofi?
Kofi.
Oh, okay. What about you, Rick?
I'd definitely take Kenny King over Kofi.
That's what's up.
Because Kenny has shown me more than Kofi has shown me for real. And I'm sorry, I would love to see them go 1-on-1, even though I know Kenny King will win, but I would love to see them go 1-on-1.
This match was, Kenny King backstage. He's, actually via Twitter, Kenny King said this would be, a dream match between him and Rob Van Dam. I gotta admit, Mr. Monday Night, RVD, the whole fucking show wasn't really the whole fucking show tonight. I mean, it was a decent match, don't get me wrong. It was a decent match, but I gotta admit, it seems to me Rob Van Dam is losing his touch. Could it be he's getting old?
Could be.
Or could it be he just don't give a damn anymore?
That too, right? I mean, there's also speculation that he's thinking of joining the E again, but I don't know.
Okay, but a question now: would he join WWE if he would have like a limited schedule? And Vince would probably not want that because he would probably help like some of the talent that haven't gotten over yet.
Right. I don't know. I mean, this is one of those things I'll admit, and then, like, not to pick on anybody out there, but this is like a Mark's dream. A real Mark, a real RVD Mark, should I say, would probably mark out if he came back to the E. I'll be honest with you, they don't need him. So I believe Red is right on this one. I mean, it's like he don't give a fuck anymore,
Okay, a question now: would he be good maybe at another wrestling company, say like Noah, or say some other promotion, overseas in Asia?
Good
would
question.
that be like a career? Like a new, like a career, but then his schedule would be limited. I know that.
Right.
Probably because of the age, and he probably wants to settle down sometime.
Possibly. I mean, you brought up a good point. I mean, if he ends up going overseas, would it, kind of hurt him or what? But overall, I mean, I think RVD is finally could be. I mean, it could be. These are his last years, dude.
Yeah.
Kenny King, I mean, and RVD tonight, they went at it. This was a back and forth match, but like I said, this is one of those matches where, not stealing Red's line, but like, it looked like he didn't give a fuck, They were going back at it, back and forth for a while, and then out of nowhere, the pace just dropped. It was like, okay, RVD was dragging. Kenny King was like kind of waiting, like, okay, now you push me. Now you take me out here. Now you put me in the ropes. Now you send me into the turnbuckle. Now you do this. And like, well, since when does Kenny King have to lead? That's my thing, But the whole time, I mean, RVD just, I don't know, he's lagging it, dude. He's fucking lagging it. And I'm like, dude, this is your X Division champion?
Yeah.
I mean, they went back and forth. RVD ended up, I believe, even beating him with a Rolling Thunder. But this match, it was, RVD retains over Kenny King. Up next, we had a pretty interesting promo with Daniels. He got the promo on AJ Styles and basically tells him, you know what, this could be it. Before we get into that match, it's later on, but let's talk about this promo real quick. Is it me, or is it the fact that these guys sound like one of them might be leaving? I mean, if you guys pay attention to that promo Daniels cut, it seems to me like he's giving a hint one of them is leaving, whether it be AJ Styles or Daniels.
Where they go?
I'm thinking it's probably Daniel, because it's like Daniels, he's been on and off.
Right. I mean, they've been talking about this. I mean, like the way they were talking about it, it really seemed like, could it be this is it? Is this the last we see of them, or both of them? Because if you really think about it, let's go back to our WCW days. Believe it or not, that's how Benoit, Eddie, Malenko, Saturn took off. They were talking about how this is it, this is it. And then next they showed up on Raw like a month later.
Yeah, but would the E take him? I mean, he's like what? Daniels is like what? 41, 42, somewhere in there.
Right. And so is AJ. I mean, he's getting rusty and old too. But that's the thing. It's like, it left me thinking, because it goes back to what me and Red, we were talking about maybe at least a month or two ago. Could they be working with the E? They are now throwing curveballs at you like a mother. It's like they're mentioning WWE on their live pay-per-view. I can understand if it's TNA Impact, because hardly anybody watches it. But when they go pay-per-view, it's like the whole world is watching you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
And that's the thing. It's like, are they actually hinting at this? Is like someone leaving? Because this is getting a little iffy now. Like, But I don't know, man. I mean, let's go on to the next match. TNA's tag team match. Matt Morgan, Joey Ryan versus Hernandez and Chavo Guerrero. You want to break it down, Red?
The tag team match, that was a good match. That was a good match. I like that match. That of course, it ended up in a disqualification because it was like Matt Morgan just didn't give a damn. He just wanted to beat somebody's ass.
Right.
It's like, fuck the tag titles. I just want to beat your ass. And I mean,
man.
He did it to him too. I'm like, damn, okay.
That's what's up. By the way, I love how Matt Morgan still comes out with Hogan's robe. That's some crazy shit. I mean, seriously, like, I didn't think these guys were up for it. Joey Ryan, very impressive, again, as always. But, by the way, Chavo Hernandez still your tag team champions. Next, by the way, they went over via disqualification. Now, this one, this next one was a bit confusing. Austin Aries going to one against Bully Ray. We go to the ring. First comes out Austin Aries. Bully Ray is out. Says he wants to fight somebody. And of course, Aries comes out, stands tall, charges at Bully Ray, and says, "You know what? Hey, let's get this going." But, gentlemen, what's the deal with Brooke Hogan? This whole triangle now.
I have no idea. I'm wondering that myself because she came out and checked on Bully after he was opening all this stuff.
I mean, by the way, Hogan, did you forget your daughter is over 21? I think she could do whatever the fuck she wants to do.
Well, I just think it's another train wreck after train wreck for the Hogan family.
Right? Man, these two guys, they went at it back and forth. Ray hits, Austin Aries hits. Fucking Ray hits the Bully Cutter for a count 1-2. Ray clears the ring. The fans want tables. Ray goes to the floor, but Aries trips, hits him in the face with a steel steps. Then Ray busted it open. But I don't know, for some weird reason, here comes Brooke Hogan trying to save her man. Seems to me like these two guys are actually fucking around.
Yeah, because, Tuesday she called him Mark. She was great. She called him Mark. And Hogan was like, "Did you just call him Mark?"
crazy, man. I mean, seriously, like what's tripping me out of this? Why would you want Bully Ray as a face? I mean,
I don't see it.
Right? I mean, dude. I don't know. Like, why would you want Bully Ray?
That confused me. Having that match between those two guys, even though that they're both, bad guys in general, and just hearing on this match just confuses the hell out of me because it's like both of them are usually bad guys.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I've always loved Bully Ray or Bubba Ray, either one. I mean, as a fucking heel, he stands out more. He likes talking shit. He likes getting to the crowd. The crowd fucking loves booing his ass. Why not stick to what you know? That's always been my thing. But your winner on this one would be Austin Aries. Oh man, we go backstage. We take a look also of Velvet Sky's return. By the way, were you guys impressed by the fact that Velvet Sky is back? And she did not sign to the E, just like every other Mark was talking about. Oh, she's coming to the E. She's coming to the E.
When I saw her, all I had to say was what my boy Ted said: "Let the pigeons loose."
I don't know, what is it? She's getting slicker and better every time. Every time I fucking see her. Or better yet, are we just tired of seeing these, stick bone figures? Or are you guys into the thick ass women?
I love thick ass women like ODB. Now that's a oh man, I tear ODB ass up.
Oh man.
I love to bury my face in her chest to be like, for real, motorboat them hoes.
Oh my.
Exactly. Oh my. Tara addresses Mickie James, saying she's gonna beat her so bad that she will embarrass her and show off her face. Basically ripping off her face. So, up next we have the TNA Knockouts Championship on the line. Mickie James going to win against Tara.
What the fuck was that Mickie had on?
Right?
What was he wearing?
It's almost like hillbilly. It's almost like hillbilly went dubstep.
Right? And I'm like, what the hell is it? I'm like, oh, why the hell is she coming out here in some suspenders? It feels like she need to be on one of the damn shows that come on, one of the reality shows that come on about the country and shit, be catching alligators and shit.
What is it,
Duck
Duck Dynasty?
Honey Boo Boo and shit.
Damn, you said it, I mean. Oh, man. So these two chicks, they end up locking up back and forth. Tara takes control of the match, basically running fucking Mickie up and down. Seems like almost she got an ass whooping by Tara. Oh man, Tara once again. I don't know. I'll say it again. I said this previous times, but Tara is one fucking hot ass MILF.
Oh my God, yes she is.
Love it or hate it, she's a fucking MILFie. God damn.
Yep.
And Jesse, if you're really hitting that, you lucky bastard.
I hate that guy.
Seriously, man.
Who? Jesse who?
What?
Jesse who?
Jesse from Big Brother.
Oh.
Brother's last name.
Oh, cool.
Gordez or whatever, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Basically, he's just irrelevant.
Man, this match went on for about a good 10 minutes. But it ends up being like this. Tara turns it around at the end of the pull-up, turns it around, and they end up back on the floor. Tara works Mickie over on the floor and brings it back into the ring. Tara goes for the Widow's Peak, but Mickie counters with a roll-up. But then Jesse is arguing with what's her name? Terlane?
Oh, Taryn Terrell.
Yeah. Starts arguing with her and tells her, hey, you know what, get the fuck out of my face, blah, blah, blah. Tara sets up Mickey for a sidewalk slam, count for 2. Tara takes her down with the body scissors. Mickey fights back, hits with a serious clothesline. Mickey hits with a enziguri kick for a 2 count. Mickey tosses Tara out of the ring, and Jessie catches her. Mickey goes for the topless splash onto Tara. Mickey brings it back into the ring. Jessie runs up and ends up basically knocking the fuck out. Tara takes advantage and hits Widow's Peak for the win. Your win, of course, Tara. Man, now this is for the ages right here. You got the gold Olympic medalist Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, Garrett Bishop, and Wes Briscoe versus Aces and Eights. You want to break it down, Red?
This was a good match. I like this match, you know, and especially, you know, guys like Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, you know, I like them guys right there. And the young guy, I mean, and Garrett showed a little something tonight too, and I'm like, wow, okay, he got a little go. It's like, about damn time you get in the ring and do something besides getting your ass beat all the time.
Right.
And then Wes Briscoe, he got out there and he speared Doc. I was like, damn, okay, wow. I mean, that was like an all-out brawl, basically. I mean, they wanted to fight. They didn't come to wrestle, especially Samoa Joe, because he's pissed off about, you know, how he lost his title to Devon.
Right.
You know, for people, you know, they might not have seen it, Devon got his TV title back due to Doc hitting Samoa Joe in the back with a pipe or whatever it was. And I'm like, but I was hoping that they unmasked one of them, because when Samoa Joe grabbed the dude by the mask, I was like, oh shit, he finna unmask him. Then he just hit him. I was like, disappointing.
I don't know about you guys, but I said before, what's up with these stables / grooves / clicks? I mean, I'm tired of watching this same old crap over and over and over. I don't know about you guys.
Pretty much. And then I hate when they make stables where they have a mask and then they want to drag it on about who they are. I'm like, it's been over 6 months now, give or take, and I'm like, come on, you only unmasked 2 people. Will you please unmask the rest of them already and just let it get over with?
Exactly, man. I mean,
they're gonna start losing people's interest if they keep dragging this shit out.
I mean, seriously, because all these pay-per-views that you're bringing up, it's like pointless. It's like, okay, why am I watching? Because who's fighting and why? Or is it because Hogan's on your pay-per-view? I'm not watching because Hogan's on your pay-per-view. I'm not going to lie. Like I said before, and I'll say it again. Hey, I'm an undercover Hulkamaniac, but hey, fuck it, you know. But I'm not watching TNA because of Hogan. I'm not watching. I mean, I want to get, like you said, like the first match with fucking full action. That's what I want to see again. But these whole stables, these whole, you know, groups, these factions, whatever you want to fucking call them, I mean, it's killing the business. I mean, seriously, like, there's no point anymore. Just like Red said, you know, us unmask these guys, let us know who they are, and maybe we can start supporting them. Shoot, I wouldn't mind fucking the way, you know, Briscoe was going on tonight. I don't mind fucking supporting his ass. Hey, buy a T-shirt off his. Let's market the guy, you know. Same thing with Garrett, you know.
And then some of them you can start kind of. I know I start kind of paying attention to the way some of them move and walk, and I've kind of figured out who a couple of them, the other ones were. Like I think that was the VP that was out there tonight, wasn't it? In that black one, the kind of buff one.
You think who? What?
That was the VP that was out there tonight, right? With the rest of them. And I think I've kind of paid attention to the way he walks, and I think I know who it is. and it's looking like, you know, it's people think it is, and I'm just like, the way he stood, the way he was standing there, I'm like, that's gotta be him, because he stands just like him.
And who do you think it is?
D-Lo.
Yeah.
That's D'Lo Brown, because I looked at the way that he stands, and you know, say if you look at him and look at the way he stands when in the ring, and then look at D'Lo when he's not masked, and I'm like, he got the same build and everything. I'm like, that's D'Lo Brown. That's gotta be.
Yeah, that's another thing too. If you guys have been paying attention to the whole TNA's impacts for the last, I believe, 3 weeks now since their last gut check when D'Lo Brown stood in, basically, what it's kind of giving you the hint. All right, it could be D'Lo, but then again, it's like,
Right, because, you know, if you watched it this past Thursday, Al Snow was like, I don't know what happened. I drank something and I was passed out. Like somebody slipped him a roofie or something. Like, who the hell will slip you a roofie?
By the way, shout out to Al Snow on your Twitter cover page. It's a fucking bomb-ass bitch you got on there. If that's your girl, hell yeah, nigga.
You're right.
I was like, God dang, who's that? All right.
Yeah, but you know, I'm kind of thinking that's who that is, and it did. like I said before, you notice the other little dirty blunt wasn't out there when Wes Briscoe was out there, but when Wes Briscoe wasn't out there, here he comes.
Right.
And then the other guy is, I'm pretty sure, is the one that was on the end, the smaller guy. I'm pretty sure that's Baby Bischoff.
Right. Seriously, like, this story has to end already because it's dying out. Now you got another boring-ass pay-per-view that I'm not going to buy called Genesis coming up next month. Seriously, the TNA, you got to step up your fucking game on this shit because your writing skills are lacking like a mother. Hey, we got Mr. Jones, also known as T-Shawn Jones. Make sure to hit him up, too. Hey, he loves to write. Technically, you guys stole his story at the end. I don't know. Have you guys been reading old WCC stories? Possibly.
Yeah, where's his royalty checks?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. But let's move on to the next one. Oh, by the way, these Kurt Angle, Wes Briscoe, and Gary Bischoff, and Samoa Joe ended up picking the win. Like, you know, like Red said, everybody was very impressive tonight.
Right. Of course, you know, anybody that watches, you know, the team Angle, I'm just going to call it Angle, ended up winning that match right there.
Right.
You know,
oh, man.
That was a pretty good match. That was fairly good match. I was like, wow, okay. I still want to know who the hell the other big dude is right now.
And who would that be?
I was still trying to figure out who it is.
Oh, okay. I thought you had someone in mind.
No, I haven't got no beam on him yet.
Most likely, you know, the whole IWC community has been saying, you know, it could be Mike Knox. Oh, Mike Knox. That's the only big guy left out there.
Right. The son was talking about, I know other was talking about Snitsky, but he's a little bit too, I don't know, a little bit too, I think Knox was a little bit bigger than Snitsky was.
Big as in chubby or big as in tall?
A little more filled out width-wise.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. He had a more of a... Actually, wait. Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah, I think Snitsky was just a little bit taller than him.
So then we move on and we get a video package by, you know, Daniels versus Styles. Styles versus Daniels. We have a promo. AJ Styles talks about this is his last match ever with Daniels tonight. Styles talks about how everyone has doubted him in 2012. He says there's no wrestler in TNA more consistent than him. Do you guys believe that?
Nope.
I don't know, man. It seems to me that, like I said, by going back to that other Daniel promo, it seems to me one of them could be leaving, but who could it be? I don't know. It's a little iffy.
I don't know. I don't. Somehow, I don't really see AJ leaving TNA, but I don't know. Anything
I mean, he's
possible.
a company man. Let's be honest with that.
Yeah, he's a company man, but like I said, anything's possible when it comes there.
Right.
But like I said, where would Daniels go if he left? I mean, I don't think he would go back to ROH. I mean, that's like going backwards.
Right. I mean, CM Punk, CM Bitch tried to fool everybody a year ago, and obviously that's not going to happen. But then again, like you said, anything could happen, but it seemed like Daniels was probably going the other way around. Maybe that's another thing, too. Maybe Daniels could be the one leaving, but sticking more into his indie scene with Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor has been featuring Daniels for the last month a lot, so could be one more push out of Daniels, maybe. Well, up next we had Daniels and AJ Styles going at it back and forth. This match started. Daniels walks on the arm, but AJ counters, does the same thing. They trade back holds. Then they trade holds back and forth with Daniels. Sends AJ to the mat. AJ drops Daniels with a big clothesline. Then, out of nowhere, AJ takes upon to snap suplex Daniels onto it. But this match was a little boring for me. These two guys just went at it. I brought this up maybe a few TNA's recipes, of maybe a few of them back, maybe 2 or 3 of them back, where I say that could we be looking at another rebirth of Fortune? Is there a possibility that these guys could reunite one more time?
There's a possibility because we had shades of Fortune when because they're in the Daniels teamed up with Bobby Roode this past Thursday, and they only mentioned shades of it, but they actually mentioned Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that they were the best part of Fortune, but
basically giving teasers left and right.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, I believe maybe these guys could probably get back together one more time, but without Rude.
Right.
We'll see what happens on this one. Daniel hits Styles with a tilt-a-whirl slam. They ended up running this through the ropes. AJ hits and busts above his eye for some weird reason. I didn't see this one coming, but did you guys see the blade out there?
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. Did you guys see that fucking blade out there? I mean, seriously, like, I never thought AJ would actually cut himself open like that.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell?
This match ended up going for about a good 10 minutes. Not bad. Daniels over AJ Styles. Let's go on to the main event. Now, this one...
Well, wait a minute. You forgot to mention, though, he went over Styles, but he added insult to injury by defeating him with his own finisher at that.
Yes. You're fucking right about that. Go for it. Why don't you break it down on that one?
I'm like, wow. What happened was AJ was trying to hit it from the top rope, but then Daniels, he counters it, holds onto the ropes. AJ lands on the back of his head, dazed as fuck. So Daniels like, okay, I'm gonna hit you with your own move, and it was over.
Oh.
And I'm like, I was like, wow.
Now, does this have to do with anything, something about a faggot-ass move? I mean, yeah, up in WCC, we do say whatever comes to our minds, and does that have to do with anything?
I guess he was talking about the fact that people were calling him the fallen faggot when he was coming out to that music.
That's true.
And I heard that shit. I was like, wait a minute, did they call him the fallen faggot? I was like, oh, that's fucked up.
Damn, Daniels ends up getting, Styles with his own move. Yeah, oh man, that's pretty insulting.
Yeah, but that
up next you got your TNA World Heavyweight Championship title match. Bobby Roode going 1-on-1 with Jeff Hardy. I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't really catch the beginning of this match, but I will say this. I was going into this match thinking Bobby Roode was going to be your next World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah,
because technically, this match should have been Storm and Hardy. I don't know why they gave it to Roode. I guess you have to have a heel versus a face at your main event now. TNA. It's pretty interesting how these people end up kind of changing their stories at the last minute.
Right.
It's like he could do it. It's like he could do it, but
this is like
how about you guys?
This is like what, the third time they took him out of the title picture?
Pretty much.
And I'm like, why do y'all keep taking this dude out of the title picture? I'm like, what the hell?
I mean, you guys, like I said before, and I said again, hey, James Storm, he took over the damn fucking show with that opener match. I mean, he left me hanging for more and more. It's like, all right, cool. But now this main event, it's like, okay, former WWE superstar going against one of TNA's current top stars. Okay. Well, then too exciting, man. But I really thought, storyline-wise, I really thought Roode was going to end up beating Hardy for the title. Turns out Jeff Hardy sets up Roode for a Swanton Bomb, goes for the cover, 1, 2, 3, and still your TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Jeff Hardy. But in the meanwhile, Bobby Roode starts calling out for aces and eights. Calls them out and tells them, hey, you know what? Get your asses out here. I need your asses' help. What happens? They're like, no, we're not going to listen to you. No. They ended up beating the shit out of Hardy. Once again, Jeff Hardy selling a good move. A good old school powerbomb. Reminds me of the time when he got powerbombed by Undertaker.
Oh, hell yeah.
This match went about a good 20 minutes. Too long for me. Oh, man, I was falling asleep during it. I was trying to watch the game. Packers versus, what was it again?
Lions?
Basically, I was trying to watch the Packer game. As you can tell, I couldn't even pay attention to that game either, so of course I went back. But like I said, this match just went back and forth. Pretty decent match. Now, I know we kind of picked at RVD. Now let's pick at Jeff Hardy real quick. Is it me, or is it the fact that Jeff Hardy is also, like he's trying to sell these moves, but at the same time he's still rusty? Or is it just the fact that he's just getting old?
I don't know. I think it's the fact, he's older, but also the fact that over the years in his younger days, him and his brother put their body through so fucking much when it came to those ladder matches back in the E.
Right.
I mean, just like that one Money in the Bank where he did this one time dive off the top of the ladder inside the ring onto Edge in, I think it was on the Edge, wasn't it, or Christian, one of them, and they went through the ladder.
Right.
They both went through the ladder. I'm just like, damn. I mean, he had to be wheeled off. I'm like, wow.
That's some crazy ass shit, man. I mean, seriously, this match. Hardy, see, that's the thing about Hardy. At least being a champ, he's putting it, like you said it, you know, he put his life on the line. He's putting everything out there, you know. Matt props to Hardy on that one. This is the reason why, also, not to bring up that other guy from the E, but this is why, you know, I don't like Edge. You know, people like Hardy, you know, that, you know, represent TLC, it's like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what a real guy really puts his whole life on the line. He makes you look good. Edge, on the other hand, is like, let me hit you. It's like, let me throw that ladder at you. Let me put you through that table. And this is the thing I love about Hardy. It's like, dude, you guys could powerbomb me. You guys could throw me through tables, chairs, ladders, powerbomb me by 7 other dudes. And he'll make it look good. Yet his fucking body's drained out. And he'll still make it look good. Mad respect to fucking Jeff Hardy. Even though I don't really like him that much, but mad respect for the dude, you know?
Alright.
But this match, like I said, for some weird reason, I guess Rude was expecting every ace of the Ace to, you know, help him out. At the end of the match, at the end of the whole deal, you have Ace and Ace standing tall, throwing their sign, I guess, 4 fingers on each side, saying, hey, Ace and Ace. That's their thing.
Right. So he paid to get Eddie or Hardy's ass whooped and paid for his own ass whooping too.
Right.
Basically.
Unbelievable, man. TNA, you know, we were talking about royalties earlier, and sure enough, oh man, Mr. Jones, T-Shawn Jones wrote this. Are you guys actually stealing? Are you actually guys reading on the WCC wall that we don't know about? I don't know. But, seriously, like, man, this match was like at least a 7 out of 10. What'd you think about that?
Yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10. There was some good spots in there, and so I mean, did you see how hard that Hardy hit Rude with that swanton that first time?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, he came out that swanton kind of hard. I was like, and Rude got up from that? What the hell?
You know what really tripped me out the most? Do you remember when Hardy told the fans, you know what, back up? Like, I'm basically saying I'm gonna go through you guys. Told the fans to back up. He told the fans to back up, and he actually literally. Oh my God! This is one of those things where is it Hardy, or is it the fact? Once again, like, not picking on the guy or anything, or is it the fact he's getting old that he couldn't even fucking his hip hit the top rail. The top of the rail. Before going completely over the damn rail, he actually, his ass, let's be honest, it was his ass, more than his head. His ass, literally, anal on the fucking top of the damn rail. Oh, man, that shit's about at least a good 4 feet tall.
Alright. And I'm like, dude, Hardy, you can't be doing all these crazy moves. It's not like he has a lot of space to do a lot of crazy moves outside of the ring.
You took the words right out of my mouth, dude. It's like, seriously, you don't have that much, and it's like, I was expecting you to do that. I was really expecting you to crash into the top rail,
Right. I'm like,
I didn't expect you to go all the way over, dude.
Right. I'm like, dude, this isn't the E. You can't be doing that shit.
Exactly, man. But basically, Jeff Hardy ends up taking this match over. Twist of fate on Bobby Roode. Hardy ends up getting the win. Jeff Hardy, you're still your TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Now that it seems like they're just aces and aces just going after everybody.
They don't give a fuck who it is, face or heel.
Exactly.
Because Bobby Roode was all up in their face. I should be champion. I paid you. Next thing you know, Diva was gut checked him.
If you hear, by the way, that's another thing too. Good thing you brought it up. If you hear the ending on that, Devon says, "Bitch, shut the fuck up."
Right? I was like, damn, Diva. It's like Diva been getting back to his old ECW days. Like, damn, all right.
You guys gotta pay attention to that. I swear that soundbite sounds fucking awesome. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Boom, knocks them out.
I was like, what the hell is going on here? I was like, he really went ECW on him on that shit right there.
Exactly.
I was like, wow. I was like, did he have a flashback using ECW? What the fuck was that?
That's some crazy ass shit, man. Hey guys, overall, TNA Final Resolution high score. I'll be nice. I was gonna give it a little lower. I'm gonna give you guys an 8. I still won't buy it, but yeah, I'll give you guys an 8.
I agree. I agree because some of the like I said, some of the matches were damn good. The ones that I got to see. The only one I didn't get to see was James Storms and Kazarian. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that one.
Yeah, man. All the matches were decent. Even the Divas knockout match, yeah, it was decent. But like I said, Mickey, I don't know who's stressing you. Please tell him to stop.
That was horrifying. It was like, Mickey, what the hell are you doing? You're supposed to come out there all sexy and shit. What the fuck is this?
Exactly. At least some booty shorts, fuck, at least.
Like you out there, like she, I don't even know, like she ready to work on the forum and stuff. Daddy, I don't.
Oh my God. Gentlemen, we thank you guys for coming in. For all you TNA fans, be sure to check us out on every Thursday night after Impact. The number to call is 760-569-7676, access code 200-446, and then you hit that pound. For all you people that have Twitter, make sure to follow us on Twitter at WCC Live. Don't forget to add us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/Wrestling Commentary Central. Keep posted with your updated news on TNA, Ring of Honor, WWE, and much more. We got a lot of shit coming up for next year. Keep posted on that. What else? And also, don't forget our weekly shows going down every Monday night. It's the Uncensored Show with Christine Bring It and, of course, Maurice. Also, every Tuesday night, myself and Mr. Jones bringing you Overload. Every Wednesday night, it's Rock and Reese, Slamming with Rock and Reese, where he basically talks about everything and anything that you guys want to talk about. Thursday nights is a TNA recipe, and of course, with the homie Big Red. And you never know who might be stopping by, so make sure to check that out. Also, every Saturday night, check out Breakdown, going down 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Christine Briggett, myself, Maurice, and the rest of the WCC family joins in. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, if you guys want to fucking call in the show, all you got to do is just hit up that number, 760-569-7676, access code 200-446-pound. EL.CIBERNETICO, alongside with Mr. Jones, the original Mr. Jones.
Was good. All right, y'all have a good one out there.
And also, don't forget to check him out on, I believe he has his own Facebook music page, right?
Yeah. Check out pages /Facebook/Men of Passion. You'll find us on there.
There it is. Also, shout out to big homie Paul Martin. He probably fell asleep because he's been under the weather. Please forgive him about that. You know, it's not that he wanted to be quiet. He was really feeling sick. Ain't that right, Paul?
Yep.
There it is. See, but he's barely talking. Oh, yeah, right there. But like I said before, and I'll say it again, check us out on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at WCC Live, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night with the Uncensored Show. Good night.
Later.